Here is a combined summary of the 4 pages from the research paper. The paper proposes the Hierarchical Identity Role-Playing Framework, HIRPF, a novel architecture that leverages large language models to achieve role-playing by modeling complex characters using multiple identity combinations. This framework addresses the limitations of existing methods, such as prompt-based strategies and fine-tuning methods, by balancing flexibility and precision in role-playing. Inspired by identity theory, HIRPF constructs and integrates identities from diverse categories, such as personality traits and professions, to offer a versatile role-playing solution. The framework employs identity isolation, including intralevel and interlevel isolation, and explicit control using hard masking and soft routing to address the challenges of organizing and accurately modeling diverse identities. The authors introduce a specialized identity dialogue dataset, which includes 20,685 multi-turn role-playing dialogues for singular and multiple identities, and develop a model for identity-level role-playing by fine-tuning Llama 2 chat on this dataset. The performance of the model on the proposed benchmark demonstrates better identity-level fitting capabilities and potential for application in social simulation. HIRPF ensures identity isolation via intralevel and interlevel separation and uses control routers in each block to update only activated identities during training. The framework achieves explicit control through a gate mechanism, deriving updated attention parameters using a diagonal mask matrix to ensure only active identities influence the model's output. The identity dialogue dataset is constructed using a pipeline involving occasion generation, plot generation, and dialogue generation, and is re-annotated to ensure dialogues accurately reflect requested identities. The benchmark for evaluating identity-level agents includes scaled tests and open-ended situation tests, assessing the fit of each identity and accuracy of multi-identity fusion. Statistical results of the dataset and benchmark demonstrate the effectiveness of HIRPF in modeling compatibility between identities and achieving controllable fusion of identities, with implications for fields such as psychotherapy, economics, and social studies. The proposed Hierarchical Identity Role-Playing Framework, HIRPF, is evaluated through a series of experiments, including single-trait simulations, single-profession simulations, and open-ended situational tests. HIRPF outperforms baseline models, such as Llama 27B Chat and Llama 38B Instruct, in accurately representing single personality polarities and surpasses ChatGPT in depicting most personality traits, especially negative ones. This advantage is attributed to the limitations of ChatGPT's ethical and moral frameworks. In single-profession simulations, HIRPF achieves the highest fidelity scores in dimensions consistent with the professions and markedly lower scores in non-professional dimensions, demonstrating its ability to accurately fit into specific occupational roles and effectively discriminate between different professional identities. The open-ended situational test reveals that HIRPF achieves superior accuracy in simulating the trait of agreeableness, outperforming ChatGPT. The experimental setup involves fine-tuning HIRPF on top of Llama 27B Chat using the identity dialogue dataset, with the alpha and beta of the LoRa method set to 16, and the learning rate set to 1 × 10⁻⁴. The model is trained for 5 epochs on 8 NVIDIA RTX 4090 GPUs. HIRPF integrates LoRa and Mo technologies, enabling identity isolation and explicit control for authentic and flexible role-playing. The framework is evaluated through scale and open situation assessments, demonstrating its effectiveness in simulating multiple identities. An ablation study validates the efficacy of identity isolation and explicit control within the framework. The framework's applications in social simulations are demonstrated through questionnaire and debate scenarios, enabling the simulation of group interactions and providing insights into differences, testing communication strategies, and offering a safe environment for exploring conflict resolution. The proposed framework integrates demographic role-fitting and retrieval enhancement technology to simulate specific groups, leveraging detailed personal information, biographies, and memories. This approach enables role-playing at the identity level, focusing on personality and occupation, although limitations arise from the reliance on ChatGPT data, which differs from real conversation data. Future work will address this gap by incorporating real conversation data to enhance realism. The ethics statement ensures that the framework's data is free from personal privacy concerns, individual biases, and toxic information, with references from social psychology, computer science, and related fields highlighting the significance of role-playing, social interaction, identity, and performance. Discussions and acknowledgments from notable researchers provide a comprehensive foundation, showcasing advancements in generative agents, character-based large language models, and conversational AI with personalized social support. Personality traits like openness to experience, conscientiousness, and extroversion offer reliable assessment scales for measuring personality, and understanding individual differences is crucial. The appendices detail the personality theory and framework, allowing researchers to analyze correlations between factors such as openness, neuroticism, agreeableness, and extroversion. Room for improvement includes adopting multi-expert techniques and utilizing transfer learning to reduce parameter requirements. The research explores the relationship between personality traits and language generation, characterizing agreeableness, neuroticism, and other traits. Ablation experiments evaluate model performance on personality scales and profession scales, with results presented in tables 3, 4, and 5. The proposed model outperforms baseline models on most personality traits and professions. The framework demonstrates strong performance, significantly transforming areas including language learning. Tables 3, 4, and 5 showcase the model's ability to generate text that reflects different personality traits, professions, and open-end situation tests, highlighting the importance of considering personality traits in language generation. The authors propose a novel methodology for generating realistic and engaging dialogues for a given profession, focusing on natural conversation flow and realism. The approach involves designing plot themes where a professional, A, interacts with another individual, B, in two scenarios. One where the conversation revolves around topics relevant to A's profession and another where the conversation delves into topics outside A's professional expertise. The conversation is initiated by B and unfolds naturally within a concise limit of 200 or 400 words, depending on the scenario, with the output expected in a specific JSON format. An example prompt is provided for plot generation for a single profession, comprising a plot abstract in a JSON format. The authors also introduce an open-end situation test, where a scenario is presented, and a non-player character, NPC, setting and prompt are provided, designed to elicit a response from the participant. The approach emphasizes the use of a casual and lifelike tone, reflecting everyday human communication, and introduces topics step by step, avoiding direct questions related to quality. The significance of this research lies in its potential to generate realistic and engaging dialogues for various professions, with applications in education, training, and human-computer interaction. The approach can be used to create simulated conversations that mimic real-world interactions, enabling more effective training and evaluation of professionals. By focusing on natural conversation flow and realism, the author's methodology has the potential to improve the quality of professional training and evaluation.